Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy, and I am so happy that you're here with me today. This is your weekly reading for September 29th to October 5th. So before we get started, I just want to share with you how I work with Spirit. Now, I shuffle until the cards naturally fall out, which we call jumpers. That's Spirit's way of guiding the messages meant for you. So not every detail is going to resonate, and it might not connect with everyone. So please trust what feels right for you and let the rest go. Now, if you are enjoying the reading, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I truly appreciate it. It helps me to connect with your beautiful energy, and it also keeps the messages flowing. Now, let's see what Spirit has in store for you this week. We're going to get right into your reading. Welcome to those of you that are new, and of course, those of you that are returning, welcome back. We're going to start the reading with your angel number. It's a number that we're going to reveal at the end of the reading. We'll see what that special message is that's also attached to it. So we will get into that in just a moment. First, we're going to gather the angel message that your spirit team wants you to know before we delve deep into your reading. So what is that special message for Aquarius? All right. This is the message. It says, number 10, don't settle for less. You are a child of the divine and you deserve to have your dreams come true. So don't give up. Okay, this is a very, very big message for you because you know what? We should never settle for less. And actually, Aquarius, I don't think you do. But just, I want you to keep in mind that your angels really want you to know that you are a child of the divine and that whatever dreams that you have in store for yourself, that, you know, that dreams can come true and that you're deserving of it. You work hard for it and you're very deserving of it. All right, we're going to get right into your incoming energies. Let's find out what's happening for the week. So Spirit Angels guides for the beautiful sign Aquarius. Thank you. And one more. There we go. All right. Well, you are working incredibly hard, and I think that you always work hard. But you're working hard at basically, there's endless cycles that keep coming around in your life, and you are working really hard to figure out how to put a stop to that. Now, in the midst of that, you have to remember not to settle for less. Let's start with the first energy, number 25, round and round. There are times in our life where we truly believe that we feel like we're on a merry-go-round. It's like the same circumstances keep coming up. So, you know, how do we get off this ride? How do we get off of this round and round energy? You could be asking yourself that because there could just be one element of your life or one situation in your life that you're like, oh my goodness, I just do not want to keep going around in circles. Like, I got to figure out what it is I need to do to put closure to this energy. Because it's taking up space, and I don't have room for anything to take up any more space in my life. I'm too busy, right? And I think that's very true, especially for Aquarians. Number 42, chop wood. It means that there's hard work, okay? I think that you are working diligently to figure out how you are going to break the chain of this round and round energy. Because remember, what the angels want you to know before this reading even started is that don't ever settle for less. You are deserving of your dreams to come true, so do not accept round and round energy. Some cycle in your life needs to come to an end, and I believe that the hard work that you're doing, you're going to see the results of that. All right, at the bottom of the deck, we have number 36, which is come to the edge, and I think that's exactly where a lot of you are standing right now. You're ready to take that leap of faith. I think you're ready to come to the edge because you are ready to change certain circumstances in your life. Round and round can be cycles of emotions. We're tired of the same emotion coming in and out of our life, whether it's relationships or family situations. You know, on an emotional level, you know, you're working really hard and you're figuring out what you need to do to put that to a stop. That's what the chop wood is. I'm figuring out a new direction. I'm figuring out what it is that I can do to change my circumstance. I'm coming to the edge because I'm ready for change. I'm done with this. I'm ready for change, and I'm welcoming this new energy. Okay, so there's some positivity in that, absolutely. Taking a leap of faith sometimes is stepping outside of our comfort zone because we have to, we need to. We're not going to live in this endless cycle anymore. We're ready for change. Let's get your 6 cards. We're going to start with the first 2, and I will clarify each one. So there we go. Well, those 2 wanted to come out together, so those 2 shall stay together. Well, I'm seeing lots of clarity here. All right. Well, that's part of how do we break the chain of endless cycles? And especially if it's a chain of endless cycles that, of course, we're not happy with, right? It's not what we want to settle for. It's certainly not in alignment with what we're hoping and dreaming for. So we really want to figure out what it is we need to do. It comes with insights, sure. It comes with focus. It comes with a breakthrough. So we're looking for clarity. So bring me the messages that help me clear up this energy so that I can move forward. Because you know what, really, Aquarius, you don't have time to sit on this anymore. I think you're kind of done. You know, that's part and parcel of who you are. You're ready for the next. You're ready for something better, bigger and better. The Ace of Swords is the breakthrough, and it is the victory. So I'm happy to say it looks like some sort of victory here, and the victory comes with being able to release yourself from that. The Page of Swords is also the message that's coming through. So not only are you feeling the victory and liberation and feeling like you're the eagle soaring through the sky, finally feeling a sense of freedom, but there's a message that's also linked to it. Now, the message here with the Page of Swords came with the King of Cups. So these 2 wanted to come out together, which means this is a united message. So it's a message that comes from the King of Cups. So again, there's no gender, but it's certainly somebody maybe more masculine. They are water. They could be water signs. So they could be Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, but they don't have to be that. We don't know everybody's birth chart. They could very well, have that as part of their birth chart. The message that's coming through is a clear message, and I think it might be coming through somebody who is in a leadership role, somebody who maybe has they certainly have a compassion. They have compassion. They show compassion. They're very loving and they're very caring. They're very honorable. And it's a message that can be trusted because the Page of Swords is very inquisitive. They can be a little impulsive sometimes. Sometimes the message can feel like it's cutting through a little bit, but because it's coming from somebody who is very caring and loving and trustworthy, I feel like it's a message that can certainly be trusted. And it's something that's going to bring you, it's an answer you've been waiting for. You've been waiting on this. Let's see what's happening with the Ace of Swords. Thank you. All right, you've got the Tower. Number 16, I know nobody likes to see the Tower card. I don't choose these cards. It's the message the Spirit is connecting with this week. And of course, like I said, this is a message that completely could make sense for your situation. What message is coming through here is that the Tower is embracing some sort of change. It's inevitable that change is going to happen because there's some sort of structure that's been built over the years or over time, or that you're just starting to build that maybe has a little crack in the foundation, and what the universe is saying, wait a minute, you know what, we need to rebuild this, okay? We need to rebuild this now to make it stronger. So I feel like there is some sort of information that's coming in that works in conjunction with the changes that are taking place. In fact, it's almost like I almost feel like there is a great sense of freedom here because maybe what you've been doing has been round and round. Maybe what you've been doing has been the same, that you've just been doing the same routine over and over again, and no matter how hard you work, you can't break that routine because you need something to change it. We don't always know what that is, so the universe is saying, you know what? It's like the universe is throwing you a bone and saying, Aquarius, I know that change isn't easy, and I'm not saying that it is, but we have to do this because otherwise you're going to keep going round and round. We need you to come to the edge. We need you to take a leap of faith, and we need you to jump off that cliff and fly like the eagle. The best way to do that is to shake things up. So there's a change that's certainly coming into play for you here, but it's bringing you so much clarity that you're going to know exactly how to release yourself from this round and round energy. And you know what it brings? It will bring you peace. There is an angel of balance that is around you right now, Aquarius. Number 14, it's Sagittarius energy. It represents Sagittarius in the major arcana. About balancing things out, and I feel like this is really about peace and harmony. And again, it's every formula in life works differently for each person. And it's like sometimes we have to figure out what that formula that works for us. And I feel like you are getting a message from somebody who may be giving you some guidance or some very trustworthy information that helps you bring peace and balance into your life. And it has, and it's actually in perfect timing, because with the changes that are taking place that the universe is throwing your way, is putting you in a position of power, okay? Because the Ace of Swords is sharp, but it holds a lot of power. It's heavy, and it has a lot of insight, so it's going to be able to break through things. All right, let's get your second row here. We've got the the Knight of Swords. So things are moving quickly for you. In fact, Aquarius is moving in alignment with your own energy, because the swords, remember, swords are the air signs, right? So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. The Knight of Swords is a fast-moving knight. In fact, he's one of the fastest-moving knights, so I do believe messages are coming your way. And in fact, what this is it's about no more having to feel like you're going round and round, that you're actually taking some action here. There's action involved with this Knight of Swords. Now, when we clarify, we'll find out more. The Three of Coins. The Three of Coins is working in collaboration with people. So this is a journey you do not need to take alone. You here are you are the one here who is working towards something quite prosperous here. I feel like you're putting a lot of details. You're paying a lot of attention to details here. There's some sort of message that's coming in quickly about the details that you are putting together for some sort of project. You're heading up a project. You've got people that could be apprenticing under you. You could be mentoring somebody. Let's get right into the clarifying so we can get a little bit more. So we've got some fast-paced information coming in. I think there's help that's coming in, and it could be help that's coming in quickly. And it's helping you with some sort of a project. Oh, you know what? It's closure. There's closure here. The Ten of Swords. Sometimes the Ten of Swords feels painful. Like in the moment when you look at the card, it's like, oh my goodness, I've got these 10 of Swords in my back. What on earth is happening? I know it's easier said than done, but this is also too. The Ten of Swords is like, don't settle for less. You know, sometimes it's like, you know, don't settle for that round and round energy, because you work too hard to do that. There's a message that's coming in that's going to help give you closure, the exact closure that you need. And it's in perfect timing here. Let's find out with the Three of Coins. Okay, Three of Coins for Aquarius. Yeah, see? What cycle closes out, a whole new beginning begins. The coming to the edge is very much like the Fool energy. It's taking that leap of faith. It's stepping outside of your comfort zone and having a better understanding that you are meant for something more. You should never settle for less. And if you feel like you're at that position in your life where you're at that crossroads, the universe is sending messages that no, you're going to let go of that feeling, because your dreams are well deserved. And I feel like they're slowly but surely coming through here with the Fool energy. It's the beginning of the Fool's journey. I believe you're beginning some sort of project, and I think there's a lot of people collaborating with you to find the answers that you need. And it's just going to help you excel with this project. It's something that's going to excel to new heights. But it's in its beginning phases. But there's a lot of potential with it. Let's see. Let's get the last two cards here. Thank you. You're going to have some choices to make. The Five of Swords. Sometimes the Five of Swords is, you know what? With these two here, we've got the Five of Swords and the Two of Coins. You're juggling so many things. You're juggling so many balls in the air that sometimes it just becomes too overwhelming. So what ends up happening is, because you can't figure out how to balance it all out, that round and round energy starts to circulate. It's like, okay, well, I can't clear that thing up, so that I don't get closure to. So what ends up happening is you move on to the next thing. Now you're juggling everything, and then that thing that you wanted, whatever that is, and you wanted to clear it up, is now circulating around again. You're putting a close to that. And in fact, for some of you, maybe it's like you're just going to cut your losses, and you're going to say, you know what? It's just not worth it anymore. Because you know what? I am not going to compromise my integrity. I'm not going to compromise my dreams and my wishes, because I'm not settling for anything less. I am ready for my own victory. And my victory for me might be that there's blessings with me letting something go, because I no longer want the juggling act. I want to be able to balance my life out in such a way that I can still work hard because I enjoy what I do, but I also need to make time for love and for family and for myself. So it's finding that even balance, which is really in alignment with the Temperance card as well. Let's find out why the Five of Swords is here for you. Five of Swords. Six of Swords. Oh, wow, you couldn't ask for a better card. Five of Swords. You know what? I am ready to just let go. I'm ready to move on. And to me, that is a personal victory because I'm not hanging on to the round and round anymore. And I am moving in a new direction. I'm moving the light at the end of the tunnel. You are moving on. Let's find out with the Two of Coins. What's happening with this Two of Coins? We got the Two of Cups. Beautiful partnerships here. Again, I feel like this is a soul partnership for some of you. It could be a spiritual union of some sort. It could be a contract as well. It could be a contract. You're juggling things in your life because you want to make space for a healthy partnership, a partnership in which you want to contribute to this partnership, but you feel like you're juggling so many things in your life that you're trying to find room for it. So I think it's very interesting that the twos came together because twos are about balance and partnership. It's about the relationships, the cooperation. It's about harmony, and it's about using your intuition. So let's get one more for the two series here. The Two of Cups and the Ace of Swords again. So you see everything that starts with clarity ends with clarity here. Beautiful. New beginnings and a great sense of victory. So whatever it is that you've been juggling, I feel like you are going to find the balance. And I think it's something to do with some sort of agreement, contract, paperwork, partnership, spiritual, love partnership, friendship. It's something where it's two become one, all right? But finally, there's a truth. Like it's almost like you're breaking free from something. So a pattern in which your life was going, you're breaking free from, you're finding victory, you're moving on, and you're no longer feeling like you're always juggling. Oh, wow, that's incredible. I mean, that's what I think all of us would like to achieve. All right, let's get your blessing. Let's find out what the blessing is for you this week. Okay, so what is the message that your angels would like to share with you? It says, stop focusing on this situation for a while and just bring your awareness within. Close your eyes, relax, and let go. Take a walk in the park or do whatever it takes to detach. A solution will soon become obvious and all will work out fine. And that's just right in alignment with all of the beautiful Ace of Sword energy that you have here, which is pretty incredible. I mean, things are definitely going through a change and it's time for you to embrace that change. Aquarius, it's very important for you to do. You have to somewhat let go, but by letting go, you're going to see that there's blessings attached to it because there is a new beginning that's coming in and you are the one that's somewhat taking that leap of faith. You're coming to the edge and you're ready for a change because you want peace and balance in your life. And I think you have the supportive energies that are bringing messages to help really to confirm that in your life as well. The juggling, you know, the juggling of having to juggle your work life with your family life and your partnerships and your love and your friends and your family, you know, you're coming up with a solution. There's a victory here. And really, it's just reiterating here that there is a solution that is coming into play here for you. And just remember, in the midst of all of it, the angels really want you to know to never settle for anything less. It is also number 10. All right, we've got 10s and we've got 1s, and I think those are very important parts of your path this week. 10s and 1s, endings and new beginnings. All right, let's now look at your angel number. Let's see what this is. The Void 2002, it says longing, technology, ambition, genius, forward thinking, stress. So it says you have more control over your life than you realize. You need to learn and execute what interests you and turn things around. It gets better with time. There are plenty of friends to make, so chill out, have fun, and be open. Go outside. So, you know, take it as it may. It's saying take a walk in the park, go outside, you know, and I think that you will be able to see clarity with just taking some time out for yourself as well. So 2002 is your angel number this week to follow that path. Interesting enough, we had talked about how 2s were important, and you know, it's funny, and that was just reiterating it because I had said aces and 10s and I forgot about the 2s, and that is a huge number for you this week. All right, Aquarius, I want to thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope that this reading resonates with you. Until next week, sending love, light, and positive vibes.